Good day, everyone. This is Junaid Khan, and I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Today's topic is going to be PRTD, Permanent Resident Travel Document. I have seen a lot of confusion about this particular topic. I've been getting multiple calls, and I have seen a lot of people, especially outside Canada, who have not really met their permanent residency requirement, and their PR card are not now expired. And they ask particularly about this topic, that are they eligible to apply for the permanent residency travel document, PRTD in the short form. So we are going to talk about this particular situation here. So first of all, we need to understand what PRTD is. What is Permanent Resident Travel Document? So for this particular document, we need to understand one thing, that who need this document. So first of all, if you are a permanent resident outside Canada and your permanent resident card expires before you get into Canada. So this is one particular situation where people are eligible to apply PRTD. So I have to explain this in a simpler way. So first of all, if you are a Canadian permanent resident, you are not in Canada. That means you have a PR, you left Canada, and while you're away from Canada, your permanent resident card expires. If you think about it, you have to check your PR card, the expiry of the PR card, before you travel outside Canada, because your PR card must be in active form, shouldn't be expired if you're traveling outside. I mean, because you can travel outside Canada with the expired card, but you cannot come back in, because this is what you need to show at the port of entry outside Canada, that you can get in Canada. This is one card which allows you to enter Canada by any means, from the airports or buses, or if you're driving towards Canada. So you have to have your PR card active all the time and not expired. So who need PRTD? So permanent resident who has a valid PR card, and if you are planning to travel inside Canada. So in that means, you are a permanent resident and you're outside Canada. Now your PR card expires, you can apply PRTD, which is a travel document. But once you get the PRTD, you have to get back in Canada. That allows you, it's a basically document to allow different transportation companies, by air, by bus, or by car, to let you inside Canada. But once you're inside, you really have to renew your PR card. Now the second topic is, who should not be applying the permanent residency the travel document. The people who are not eligible to apply that. Number one, Canadian citizen. If you are a Canadian citizen, you carry Canadian passport, you cannot apply PRTD. This is particularly for the people who are a permanent residents, not the citizens. So if you are a citizen and carry a passport, and if your passport expires when you are outside Canada, you have to get your passport renewed. You cannot apply PRTD. Second person who cannot apply, a foreign national who does not have a PR status. They cannot apply the PRTD, because you have to have a valid PR which expires. And there's a very important point here. Let's say if you are outside Canada and your PR card expires, but you still have to meet the residency obligation, the number of days you have to be in Canada for the residency obligation. If you are outside Canada, your PR card expires, and you do not meet the residency obligation, that means you cannot apply for the PRTD. So you have to have your PR card in possession as well while you're applying for the PRTD. I mean, if you have your PR card lost or stolen, you cannot really go for that. Now, very common calls I've been getting from people outside Canada who once have been a permanent resident of Canada. They left Canada and they did not really fulfill the residency obligation for the PR card, and now they have their PR card that are expired. I'm getting called people, their PR card expires like years ago, or 1 year ago, or you did not meet your residency obligation. Do not put your application in, because you're not eligible to get the PRTD to return to Canada, because specifically you can get it in a situation that you have your PR card valid for the duration of your trip. Let's suppose if you today your PR card is valid for 30 days and you are planning to make a trip for 15 days outside Canada, but somehow you have to extend your trip over there and you could not return within the validity of your PR card. This is the only situation you can apply for the permanent residency travel document. Now, if you are in this situation, again, you have to meet the residency obligation. There are forms you have to fill, there are fees you have to pay, and on the CICC website you can check the checklist of the forms and you can apply this. Once you receive this, you have to make sure that once you return back to Canada, you apply your PR card for renewal, because this is the document which you cannot just carry with yourself and you can travel back in and out Canada, because this will give you a one-time entry. Once you enter Canada with the PRTD, you have to right away apply for your permanent residency card, so that you can get a card, and you can, if you want to travel later on this, you can do that. So another category of people I've been getting calls from is who deliberately, voluntarily renounce their PR long ago, recently, and at any point of time. If you voluntarily give up your permanent residency of Canada, and now you are planning to come back for a visit, or and now you have a change of plans that you want your permanent residency back, do not apply this. This is not the application for you. I have explained multiple times during this video that who are actually eligible to get the permanent residency travel document. So if you have voluntarily renounced your PR whenever, quite recently maybe, you are not really eligible to get the PRTD. So this is I've been getting quite of calls on this topic, and this is for the particular reason. And honestly speaking, I have been to this situation once. I had to apply the PRTD, and the most important things are that your PR card expires and you do meet the residency obligation, and you only need to get back to Canada, and once you enter, you apply your renewal of your permanent residency card and you're good to go. Thank you very much.